can. He's ranting about Overwatch flats. He's gonna be a while. Dude, what is he saying? Hold on.
Be in a server, looking at every single part of the map. I'm not even kidding you. We'd be like...
Wait, is he talking about when we used to just walk around the training room and make up content?
We would look at everywhere. Every part of the map. We would be doing that. We would be looking everywhere on a map. Like, we were looking everywhere.
So, okay. Everywhere. For those who don't remember, we used to, okay, this is actually, like, so cringe, kind of looking back, but it also made sense. When Overwatch got really fucking content drought, because, let's be honest with ourselves, my job is to make content, right? And, like, that's why I kind of, like, sometimes memed it, you know, and some people thought I was serious, so, like, whatever, I guess, but, like content magician making shit appear out of nothing. Like, when I replayed the training, when I played the tutorial over again, oh my... Dude, I have never made people madder than when I replayed the tutorial and, like, went around the map looking at everything, like, oh yeah, I didn't notice that little detail, you know?
I will legit sit here until Overwatch 2 fully releases.
I don't think you guys understand.
The damn button if it takes that long.
I have not been an Overwatch streamer for that long, right? I just hit my 2-year streaming anniversary this month. Like, actually, last week. I got to have a lot of fun my first maybe 6 months of Overwatch streaming because we were still getting content. I started full-time streaming in March of 2020. That's like Echo got released in April of 2020. That lasted about 6 months. I have been having to make content out of literal dirt for a year and a half. I cannot tell you how excited I am because as someone who is very motivated, you know, I'm a very motivated individual. You know, I always have been since I was a kid, you know, especially when you kind of grow up in a certain way with, like, you don't have much. You just kind of, like, you just have this undying hunger to grab more, you know? And I want to take not only Overwatch, but, like, my content to, like, the next levels, you know? And it's been really, really hard to do that with Overwatch, you know? It's why I have 2 YouTube channels and a Shorts channel, so technically 3. It's why I stream a lot of hours, but I've cut back significantly on my Overwatch streaming hours just because mentally it's so hard to take, you know? And especially streaming Overwatch. Streaming Overwatch is very different than just playing, you know what I mean? Like, God, I can't even tell you how, like, the amount of stories I have from just, like, you know, like, times where, you know, I kind of want to just get off for the day, or I'm just, like, I'm tilted, or, like, other people are tilted at me, or whatever, you know? And I feel so bad sometimes in some games because, like, you know, I'm trying to, like, talk to chat. I'm trying to be active. I'm trying to win the game, but I'm also trying to play well, but I'm also trying to calm from my teammates. Like, and I'm also trying to, like, notice other shit that's happening. And sometimes you can kind of overload a little bit. If you didn't sleep well the night before, it's tough, you know? And it's like, I feel like I got a really bad start in Overwatch because we got into Overwatch streaming and stuff like that when we were getting into the content drought, and a lot of people were kind of mad at that point. And I felt like I saw so much rage in the Overwatch community. I never got to see the golden days of PC Overwatch. You know, I wasn't big into PC. I wasn't big into Twitch. I had come from Siege. I played Rainbow Six professionally on Siege console. And then I went to play Overwatch later on once the Pro League had disbanded. There was a lot of stuff there, you know. I never got to experience this hype.
Overwatch 2.
And I cannot tell you the amount of, like, excitement I have to just have that opportunity, you know? And I've told you guys this for months, years almost even, that this game is going to go to the moon if they make some changes. And, you know, like, realistically, a lot of people are afraid of things like balance, you know? Like, hey, listen, I totally agree with you. I think balance has been something that's been a problem for a long, long time. You know what kind of fixes balance, though? Content. As long as we're getting new heroes, we're getting new events, we're getting stuff to fucking do, we will still at least have fun. Yes, we can fix the balance as we go, but realistically, we're gonna have a good time with it at all times, you know? Creature Luke, appreciate the 2 and 4 months. How much I did. Astro again since the 2 and for 3 months as well. Didn't I miss something? Oh, Emongg was to talk. Rush. Nice. I'm calling him.
They're over here like, he's calling you. He's spam calling you.
Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I messaged you one time and I said, "You want to talk OW2 question mark?" Like that was
It reminds me of when we're about to play ranked duo DPS or duo tank, and somebody will be like, "Hey, Flats messaged you." I'm like, "I just started the first 7 seconds of a Dorado game." They're like, "Queue with them now! Queue with them!"
I got into the game a few
can't-
years ago and
I'm in a
joined the
game.
community. I'm so hyped
I can't
to have
queue
a
with them
hype
right
with the
now.
friends
You know,
I
I don't. Have we ever talked about this on stream before? I don't think we have. I'm so sorry for that. Like, I hate that people do that to you. It pisses me off because they never say anything in my chat. I never even see the people. People go and harass you about it. And you can very easily tell they just started a game. What, are you gonna leave and just come? Like, what?
Yeah, it's like the -50. Wait 10 minutes. Well, I mean, at that point, you're doing the hour-long stall anyway. So, like,
exactly.
what's a 10-minute wait -50 SR?
I plan for it. When I'm almost done with my stall, I send a message because I already checked your stream because I wait for you to start the next game because I go, okay, if he starts the next game, I stall for another like 5 to 15 minutes, and then we play and we're good. And like, I do this very purposefully so that it gives a heads up. It gives you time to finish your game. You know, it gives time for me to wrap up what I'm talking about without being like too abrupt. And every time without fail, if I have your stream open while I'm doing it, I see immediately someone message you, go, Flats messaged you. Like you don't have eyeballs.
Can I be honest though?
Sure.
It's also exciting that people are excited for that though.
What, to play?
Like for us to go into, yeah, that's really cool.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I love that.
I
Out of nowhere, like I just love that. It's really cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do too.
Yeah. I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying though. It's like, all right, yeah, let me just.
Yeah, no, I 100%. I've never.
I'm leaving my Dorado right now. We're waiting. You know, I'm going to my other account. We're queuing now.
Oh my god, I forgot you do have another account. You know what? You have no excuses now. Now you gotta leave.
Yeah, true. Although I've been talking about it. I think, and this is probably the first time I'll be saying this, but I'm excited. Chad hasn't heard me say I'm excited yet, so I'm excited.
I mean, I don't even. Retro, are you even still here? Retro, if you haven't done the first part, I already cut that first part and just start going. Like, we'll do other stuff as we go.
We have a question here. Someone has said, "What will you and Flats do when 5v5 starts?"
So here's I actually talked about it a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, that's why we started playing DPS. We started playing support. Like, when Overwatch 2 comes out, there's going to be a massive change in the way the game plays, right? Like first off, everyone's going to have more impact because there's one less player, which means that everyone's plays are going to matter a lot more. I think tank will still be extremely impactful, but maybe not as impactful the role was as before because DPS will have a stronger ability to like play. But also, and this is my own personal guess, I don't know how the MMR/matchmaking system is going to work in the beginning. I don't know if they're just going to reset everybody and be like, hey, you know what? Like let's figure this out. We're not going to be
opinion.
Yeah.
To that just that MMR part, and then we'll talk about like that after.
Sure.
Too. I believe that this is my opinion, and of course everybody can have a difference of opinion.
Mm-hmm.
If you come back to Overwatch right now,
mm-hmm.
right, and this is a problem I've talked about before, and I think other people have expressed this issue. Say that people are going, holy crap, Overwatch 2 is coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously this is, when it goes live, we have no idea. They're like, oh my God, Overwatch 2 is coming out. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
But they haven't played Overwatch in 3 years. The
Yep.
experience of them coming back, say they were even a GM player.
Yep.
It doesn't necessarily mean they'll be GM right away. And they could very well be, but it's going to take time to get back into the game, right?
Exactly.
So I have a feeling that they have to do at least some type of soft reset. So for example, let's say that you were GM when you played 3 years ago, but you come back to Overwatch and you kind of get reset down a little bit to Diamond or something like that. It at least gives you time to get back into the game.
That at the minimum, you mean? At the minimum.
We see it all the time where people will come back and just do their placements, which is fine, right? Obviously, there's rewards linked to that too and things like that. People want to get their placements in. That's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll be put right back into the game, if they didn't play a year and a half prior. If they were Diamond, they'll be in a Diamond game right away, same MMR like they never left, right?
Yep, agreed.
So my guess is that with Overwatch 2, they should probably do some type of slight reset. I don't think they should reset everybody down to bronze, right?
Yeah.
But I do think there should be some type of soft reset to give time for people to kind of get back into the game and get used to stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be super important. At least in my opinion.
Here's what I think. I think it needs to be a hard reset, but Overwatch is smart. Overwatch has always had a smart system to an extent. I think that they're gonna get rid of like borders, right? Like plat border
yep.
stuff like that. I wonder if there'll be like a level again, like you have to be level 10 or something like that to play ranked, and so it will give the quick play system enough time to realize how good of a player you are. So even with a hard reset, it will figure out very quickly. Okay, these players are really really good. Let's put them towards the top for now, or like close, and then like let it figure it out from there. So they'll have an educated guess to place them somewhere. So that way.
That makes sense.
People that used to be really good and come back that are not as good anymore, but still have like some mechanical skill or whatever, can still like not be placed in bronze, but however, though they won't be placed in gem, they'll be placed in diamond or something like that, and let the system kind of, or it can be safe and put them in plat, and then let the system kind of figure out like, okay, like this player is actually better than we expected. Let's climb them. They're worse than we accepted. Let's drop them down, and it'll figure itself out over time, because the game's going to play so differently. That I think that it's gonna be different for everybody. Like there's could be DPS players that are extremely mechanically skilled, but didn't understand how to play with their tanks and push in. That all of a sudden are like having much more impact in their games. And I think that's actually kind of like what I was gonna get towards before is why I think we're gonna play more support and DPS, like both of us, because I know we both talked about we both want to still play tank, but like where we want to play other stuff too. I think it's gonna be a lot more valuable and a lot more ability to, because the game's going to be fresh, it's going to be brand new. There's no more Flats is that tank player, he can't play anything else. Well, everyone's playing new stuff right now. Like like when I was playing Apex the other night, a lot of people were like, what the heck, like why don't you play any DPS, like your aim is insane, like what the heck. And my aim has gotten a lot better over the years. Like I came from console originally. I didn't have the mechanical skill when I first swapped over, but over the years I've developed it a decent amount. Am I a top tier GM DPS player? Absolutely not, but with more time and more practice, could put more hours in. And I think we're going to have that ability when Overwatch 2 comes out, because there's not going to be these almost like social norms of like, oh, like I can only play tank because I don't want to play DPS, because on DPS I'm GM right now and I don't want to throw people's games, so we got to hop on different accounts. That shouldn't be the case. Like we're all starting over, Well, and so we'll like not only socially, but also like in game wise, like we should have like more abilities,
Yeah, but what you said was exactly what I was trying to say. Like a soft reset is exactly what that would be. And that's what the MMR they have in the game is, right? So it would be a soft MMR reset to what you're doing. So that way, it's going based off of like, okay, if you're, say you were 4K, right? And you haven't played in 3 years, a soft reset to your MMR would be exactly what you would do for that, right? That way, not everybody. I mean, it depends. I'm curious too with chat and everything. Type 1, if you would prefer if they just started everybody at like the 0 base MMR again, or 2, if they did a soft reset where it kind of.
Is that with the quick play ability or just?
So I'm just curious now. I actually forgot what I said for 1 and 2 right now, so I'm seeing both 1 and 2 pop up.
Number 1 is soft reset. Number 2 is
okay.
Hard
So I'm
reset.
seeing more soft reset. Okay.
But yeah, because they don't want like super unbalanced. But I mean, even if they did a hard reset, I think that having like a quick play level, like you have to play the game to a certain amount. Like realistically, like if the theory
1 was hard reset, you switched it on him.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dude,
this is why you and I think we have to redo it.
Forgot.
I think we both
forgot. We both forgot.
Let's redo it.
Know.
Let's redo it.
Whatever.
All right. Hard reset is 3. Soft reset is 4. Go again.
Okay, so what was that again?
Hard reset is 3. Soft reset is 4.
Okay. I'm actually seeing
there's way more 3s
reset.
now.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean,
hey, you know what? I guess we'll see.
It's probably going to be a good thing for most players, though, because if you think about it, right, like Overwatch will have a massive boom of players. Now, you're going to have 2 groups. You're going to have people that used to play a bunch and don't play anymore, and you're going to have brand new players.
That's true.
Just like in Valorant, if you go to Valorant, pick it up, which I've played a little bit of Valorant recently, not very much, like 1 game here or there, depending if CarQ invites me, because CarQ's like, hey, let's play games, and then just ghosts me.
Yeah.
If I go pick up Valorant, right, I have not played it. I don't really watch the esport that much. I am basically dragging the team down, except mechanically. Like, mechanically, I actually keep up very, very well, and I win a lot of my gunfights. But if I get my gunfights, you know what I mean? Like, I get caught rotating, I get caught with my knife out, I get caught throwing a smoke, or I get caught pushing the wrong way, and I push into, like, an op, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that'll get me killed that are more game sense and awareness. Theoretically, a lot of people that play Overwatch every single day and that are even sitting in chat right now, if you play a lot of Overwatch, you theoretically will be better than most of the players that come in because you will have much more experience and have been here. So a hard reset would actually probably benefit you more than a soft reset. So that I could understand them wanting the hard reset more than a soft reset. However, though, I think if you do a hard reset, I think you have to have some kind of quick play or like some way for the matchmaker to understand where you are on the spectrum of the ladder to start with, you know? And that's like, that's why like in quick play, if you dominate quick play, I think the highest you can place is like 3,300 or something like that.
That's why I can't get my achievements.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is.
That's what it is. Okay. I was wondering.
Yeah, if you have like absolutely top tier mechanical skill, like whatever, and then you win all 5 of your placements, it'll put you there. Then if you win one game, you're going to be like masters. I don't know if you've ever seen like some people that do unranked to GMs, they get to GM in like 12 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I think?
What's that?
And I was just going to say, I think when we're talking about both the soft reset and the hard reset, I think something that maybe I need to do with that conversation of it is think about, I'm thinking like, when I'm thinking of like the reset, I'm thinking like Overwatch 1 at that point, right? Like I'm thinking like how like systems are doing that. But when you bring up the idea that there's going to be a lot more players in Overwatch 2, there's definitely a lot that can happen with that for sure. Where I think like if it's going to be a ton of people playing it and people returning or new players in general, then yeah, you could actually look into that and look at a system like that in general. I think a lot of like soft reset, I'm looking at that now. I'm looking at going, you know what? Like I'm thinking Overwatch 1 with soft resets, right? But now I'm thinking Overwatch 2. With the influx of players, it could not be a bad idea either. But yeah, I think my guess, and I could be wrong, do you think they would actually increase like what level you need to get to too? I don't know if they would. As of right now, it's level 25 and it does take a bit, but do you think that that's something they would also do?
They might just have a whole different system, you know?
Yeah, we don't even know. That's the thing. Maybe they might have a whole new rank system where they have to do a new MMR, right? Like that could just be the thing in general. Like we're not even thinking about the idea that they might just change the way ranked is.
Yeah. Honestly,
like
they could
just
huge.
they could rehaul rank completely, and there's just no system they have in place that would be able to do that. Like you said, it could be that you have to play a little bit of quick play to actually do that. And this is like such theorized stuff that I'm sure eventually we'll be able to figure this out when there's more and more betas and things like that in general. But it's a good discussion. It was actually really cool to kind of see what people's opinions were, right? Like, because we were like, oh yeah, maybe soft reset, maybe hard reset. But to see chat was like, a lot of chat was saying hard reset. I was definitely curious on that and kind of seeing that.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So, we'll be playing support and DPS. I think that's and tank. I mean, Flats and I obviously want to still be able to duo, right? And you know, I mean, you've seen some of our duos recently. We know him and I have gotten really efficient at running back to spawn. So it's just going to be, I'll be doing that as support or tank, depending on what we're playing at the time.
Real talk for like 2 seconds. Right? I was talking about this before you actually hopped in with me.
Yeah.
I've only been an Overwatch streamer for about 2 years, right? Like I realistically got about 6 months of content, right? Like, like I started in March of 2020.
Hey, Flats,
we got Echo in April.
Content,
you know, after a couple
for 2 weeks and I have climbed
months, it kind of like, you know, it kind of turned, you know, like that's when we started getting the whole
coincidentally, I have a
whatever it's called, like everyone's kind of getting upset about stuff, you know what I mean, like stuff about the game. And we did a really good job of keeping content flowing. You know, like I think I honestly caught the end of it, right? But like, were you talking about how we used to walk around the training range and like look at everything and be like noticing stuff, you know? And like,
dude, we sat in the training range for about 2 weeks, finding the most ridiculous random stuff.
Yeah.
While trying to teleport under the map as Reaper.
Yeah. 100%. And we did May races.
Oh man, that was great.
And Ryan zombie walks, like the amount of like content we had to pull out of thin air was ridiculous. I cannot tell you how excited I am to like actually have new content, new things flowing for us to do and us to make. Because like, you know, I mean, I know you're a lot like me in this, is like we kind of just want to like take all content to the next level and go crazy with it and make the best stuff possible, you know, and I know like you've done a lot with YouTube recently, and you started putting out more YouTube videos and people really enjoying it, and like the achievements and stuff, people love the whole achievements thing. Like realistically, if this was Overwatch 3 years ago, like the meta for streaming and YouTube and stuff like that was like your ranked games, right? Everybody wanted to watch high level ranked games, but now it's ranked game like Dorado number 4561, and we have to come up with like new entertaining stuff. I'm so excited to actually be able to like get on every day and be excited to stream for a unbelievable amount of hours. Like I got off yesterday. What happened yesterday? I said I got bored and I got off, you know? Like, you know how much that hurts me, not only as like a player, but like as a streamer and stuff like that. Like, that's not what I want to do. I want to be able to, I want to go for like 12 hours a day. You know what I mean? Like, And we're gonna have that opportunity.
I was saying it earlier. Like I love playing the game, but what I'm excited for is for like everybody to be excited again about those type of like releases. I was talking about it. I remember how exciting it was when you would just see a dev update and you knew it was going to be something sick, whether it was a new map, whether it was a new hero, and to have that excitement again. That's what I'm looking forward to the most because it's been 2 years of just not having that type of content release, right?
Yep.
And we're looking at the opportunity here of a lot more stuff. Now, obviously, this is the first step, right? The beta comes out next month. This is still the first step. But to be able to see that excitement again, I'm excited for that because it was just
we have a date now.
Yeah. Well, it's late April, but we have a date.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's approximate, but I'm excited about that though because I remember how exciting it was. Like you would just out of nowhere, it'd be like I don't know what time it would be, and you would just get a dev update, and you would be so excited. You would be so excited, and I'm so excited to see that again, right? And chat's going, oh, there he goes saying he's excited again. I think that's been my go-to my go-to terminology of this for the past. I've said it about 80 times.
Yeah.
And another thing too, and people have asked about the ping system. I think it's going to be great. I am actually looking forward to seeing the ping system because
I think it's going to be insane.
I think it might have, we're going to have to see how it is, right? So there might be some things. That's the beauty of a beta, right? It could be like, okay, the ping system's great, but they need to do certain things. Obviously there probably needs to be an option to maybe like you might have to mute somebody who's pinging too much, like not mute them in game, but like there's going to be somebody who's like, what? I'm pinging everywhere on the map, damn it.
Yeah, it happens in Apex sometimes and Valorant. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, like. I definitely think there's things that they can do, but overall, like, yeah, I'm excited for that. And I know what you're saying. I mean, it's been 2 years since we've actually had like consistent content release. So obviously, we're still in the early stages of Overwatch 2 stuff right now.
Right.
But if in the video they said they want to start to really give us a lot more, give us more content.
I got an update for you really quick.
They have to. What's the update?
From Andy, the ping system has strong spam prevention as an FYI.
Okay.
So that's huge. That's massive.
That's perfect.
And
I love that.
There's a part of like, I didn't mean to cut you off. I want to hear more about you about like the future of the rush, but like while we were talking about ping system really fast, and you know this more than anybody. So like let's talk about it, right? Overwatch recently. Okay.
Who's Andy?
Let's huh?
Well, they don't want to know who Andy is.
Oh, Andy is one of the community managers for Blizzard. Has been looking out for us for like, I think I've been on the Andy train since like August.
Him and Jody are awesome.
Yeah, Jody as well. Jody's. I don't know if Jody's in here right now. But
Andy and Jody are awesome.
And Andy has listen. We need an Andy like appreciation for a sec. I have wrote this guy novels after a bad stream of just absolute rage, and he always just. With a smile, what is willing to talk it out? We figure out what problems or whatever I'm having or situations and questions and concerns and levels with me on a lot of stuff. Yeah. And let me tell you, that communication has kept me here because I have almost quit Overwatch twice. The first time I came back, which I wasn't totally quitting. I was more on a break. Was when I got signed to Mayhem, and the second time, which I know you knew about, was when like. We kind of hit that brick wall in like October or so, with content like just not coming out, et cetera. And I'll tell you, like being able to speak to someone and be like, understand a little bit of like what's kind of happening, and someone understanding the concerns that we have like beyond the streaming space, and to level me and be like, hey, I want to help you. It's just like we have this happening, or like we're gonna work on this. It's gonna take a little bit of time or whatever. For not only mental but also for community, and like most people don't know this is not something I really talk about very much, but like if I have problems coming from other people, like really like serious stuff is happening, like I will like forward it along, you know what I mean, like whether it's in our games or someone else's, like to make sure someone gets eyes on it, and Andy always puts it towards the right people, and that's I can't tell you how big of a difference that has made in the last 6 to 8 months. It's insane.
What you're saying is we should get some hearts in the chat across the board here for Andy and Jody.
I agree.
Let's see it.
Let's see it.
Also, I'm going to catch up on my alerts very quickly here, chat. I'm sorry that I missed.
Yeah. You can do that.
Yeah.
I missed a few too. Mullen, thanks to the tier 1. Cookie Minster, thanks to the tier 1 for 10 months. Dysphoria, thanks to the Prime Somnus. Sorry, I skipped your bits, but I couldn't think. My brain started shutting off, so I'm sorry. Spooky Nuts, thanks to the tier 1. My guy from Oklahoma, thanks to the Prime for 2 months as well. I've been telling you guys this for months, but just to just to be sure. Also, I don't know if Jody was in here. I didn't know if I saw her, but hello as well. I don't know if I scoped it out. My brain honestly is a little bit in overdrive. The community and the dev team all praises them. True, but don't sell yourself short. You are the highway between us at the moment.
All right, I am almost.
Crafting needs the Prime for 5 months as well. Killer Katana needs the Prime as well.
Doing that very quickly.
Really quick. A
lot of hearts.
There was a lot of hearts. Yeah.
Yep.
So on the ping system, right? This is what I kind of want. I want like because you experience this more than anybody. Playing 10 hours Overwatch a day, 35 ranked games a day, mental of a patron saint and the iron will of an unshakable tree. I think the ping system is going to be one of the best systems to Overwatch because something like Valorant and Apex have proved that there's a lot of players that sometimes just don't want to communicate, right? Now, if you throw back to old Overwatch, like back in like 2016, 17, like communication and calming in Overwatch was huge and people loved it, right? And I don't disagree. I would love for one day that's, the standard and people calming in every game and talking and having fun and being hyped. And that's going to come, that hopefully comes with time, and it comes back to that state. However, not everyone's always comfortable talking. They don't feel like talking with whoever it is. And there's a lot of things that just go unnoticed. And I feel like that's why we've gotten the meta we are right now where it's deathmatch meta. Everyone just takes their 1v1s. Yeah. If we had a system where we could ping and be like, someone's behind or watching this way or pushing here or like, like stuff like Apex does or Valorant does, all of a sudden, people that don't talk can still give you a ton of information. So they're not pressured to talk. They don't have to sit there and type at each other. But at the same time, we get info to play the game. You know what I mean? Like, that nonverbal communication is going to take Overwatch's team play to the next level, especially in games where people can't talk or they don't feel like talking. They can still participate and be a huge value to their team because nothing is worse than you get that game where nobody's in voice or nobody's talking and you're basically talking at a wall the whole game. Like, it just doesn't feel good. But if you were like, hey, I'm pushing in here, and they said, okay. And like they said like they're going this way, they're going for a flank, or like they marked behind like enemy behind, like like ways to let you know that things are happening. That's huge,
Yeah, I was some people are starting to say that the beta sign-up's starting to work.
Ooh, is it is?
Okay, some people are saying that they're able to get in.
Go sign up right now.
Some people are saying it's not working. Some people are saying it is working.
I got mine on right away at 12, so I'm good to go.
Some people are saying it's working. So just letting people know that.
Go sign up. Go. Hey, go now. Go now. Hey, you know what? Actually, open another tab. Don't leave the stream. I'm not telling you to do that. Make sure you stay. But
people, I agree with the ping system though. I think
sign up.
I was talking about that earlier with the ping system. I agree. I mean, I think it's going to add a lot more to that. I mean, I talk about it here. It's the classic call out, right? Someone's like, oh, that call out won't happen anymore. The call out is or they're over there, right?
Yep.
That call out will still happen, but you can ping it now.
Beautiful.
Right?
You're
you can be
actually
like, they're
so
over
right.
there, but you can ping it now.
Yes.
Which makes it 10 times easier because no matter what system's in the game, I will probably end up still saying they're over there.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
we can ping it now.
Yep.
And but there's also parts of maps we don't even know what to call it, right?
Yep.
We don't have like, I know some games like they'll kind of start to have like you'll kind of
tell you what it's labeled.
Yeah, and maybe honestly that'd be kind of a cool thing for Overwatch. Completely random. But what if they had like a system in game that had like an overview of the maps with default map names?
Interesting.
Because I think that'd be really cool, where they could take like they could get an overhead view of every map in game, and this could help a lot with new players, where you have kind of like default like things that obviously they can come up with like themselves with names on the map, and that could maybe be a little bit helpful so that it becomes more like I guess like knowledge on where locations are on the map, right? So for example, you could have like Hollywood, and then they have names for each map. For example, the amount of times they'll say they're on high ground, but there's two different roofs, right? There's like the red building and like the blue building. They could have default names for that with like an overhead view in game as like a system, maybe in Overwatch 2. And that could actually be super helpful for both current players and new players to kind of know some of the map names. That's completely random in the ping system, but I think that'd be a really cool idea.
No, I agree. I think that's spot on.
Yep. And I think in game, it'd be really cool to have it in game because obviously, we could go do overheads of that, but having it in game as like a resource there would be really cool, I think.
And over time, that becomes ingrained in the way the game is played. Like, I mean, like Valorant took things from CS, like long, like C long, and stuff like that. But like, there's also much more specific names for like certain rooms and like, like garage or like an area above the garage, like upper or something like that. And it's like everyone knows exactly what that is, but like, it'll always describe it to you. I mean, even even if you do like no pixel stuff in GTA, like they tell you what the street names are and people know what the street names are. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
I think that stuff's so cool.
Really, everybody's starting to get in now too.
I'm seeing so many goddess. If you got in, give me a 1. If you haven't got in yet, give me a 2.
Yeah. For signing up for the beta for next month.
Oh,
Yeah, really,
I'm seeing a lot of 1s. A few 2s though. Oh, the 2s.
I remember this one too.
2s, you gotta spam. 2s, you gotta keep spamming the button.
There we go. But yeah, so yeah, I think there's some. I mean, I think the ping system's great. You know, and I'm also one more thing too is I'm excited to see how the push mode plays, and kind of see the new maps with that too.
Yeah.
So are these the out of curiosity, and I know you said Andy was in there. Are these the map names now? Because we have like it on this like image they have. It's
I want to look for confirmation if I see.
Well, it's Circuit Royal. Is it Circuit Royale or Circuit Royal? Midtown, New Queen Street. Are these like the official map names now?
Karki said like, no, but I don't know how right Karki is. Karki's normally wrong.
And then there was Coliseo. Like
those are the correct map names. See, don't trust Karki.
So these are now the map names. Like so they would have like New York and like Toronto, but now this is what the map names are going to be. Oh, Jody says yes too. Those are the map names. Okay, yeah, there we go. So yeah, these are the map names now, right? Before they had like the other maps there.
It was like called like Toronto or whatever, New York.
So now these are the official map names. Okay.
Yep.
I was wondering on that one too because I saw that there and I'm like, oh wait, I didn't even realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah, cool.
New Queen Street is a mouthful. Oh my god. Oh. Is that the longest map name? Actually, no, it might be Horizon Lunar Colony. That might be the longest one.
Yeah. I mean, hey, listen, you and I can't wait to see some new maps.
Same, man.
Yep.
Can I make like one request? Please,
to me or to them?
Anyone who's willing to listen.
Yeah.
Can we just not have another Dorado type of map? And if we do have a Dorado type of map, can we make it easier to get to high ground on second?
Oh yeah, I mean,
that's it.
Completely random with Dorado. The only thing that needs to really change there is just a high ground on second. There needs to be an easier way to get up. To reference that, if you think about Hollywood when they changed the elevators there, it made high ground way more accessible. Now, obviously, you can still get moved off the high ground and like it can be difficult to take, but just a little bit easier there. I think if there was like a stairwell, you know how they have to go around coast to take high ground? I think there's a stairwell right there to go up to that. Yeah. I think it would make that a lot easier.
Agreed.
Yep.
Also, it'd make a good point. Karki says socks to items in adult gift baskets, so of course he's wrong. That's a very good point. If anyone does not understand that reference, Karki was on Family Feud Canada.
Yeah.
And so the question was, if you went to an adult party, what would be in the goodie bag or the gift bag you got sent home with? And Karki's answer was socks.
First of all, don't get me wrong. As I've gotten older, socks on Christmas are great. I'm going to tell you right now.
If you went to a party, an adult party, and you got given a gift bag, you thought you'd get socks.
I mean, honestly, you know, at this point, that sounds kind of good. I'm telling you, man, I lose so many socks.
You're too old,
dude. Do you know my socks disappear? Okay,
you have Sully. Sully steals them.
Dude, it's not even Sully. I will buy new socks. I will do my laundry. Then I have no socks. Okay, so if they're giving away socks at an adult party, I will accept that. Okay.
So you're the type of person that attends Karki's parties. I got it.
You know what? Karki invited me to the next party. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my gift bag of socks.
I already told him if we go to Canada and we have a party at his house, I'm going to be upset if I don't get a gift bag with socks.
I better get them now.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm just saying. I lose my socks so much, and I don't know where they go. I have no idea. So you know what? I will take that. Yeah, Karki's all excited now.
He's nodders. He's spamming it right now. He's excited.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how much more you got to say, but I just want to say I'm really happy to be excited again.
I'm excited, but you know what? Honestly, I'm excited that like everybody gets to be excited with about this, and like people get what excites me is that I've always loved seeing how excited people were for new Overwatch stuff, and to finally kind of get closer to that is super excited to me. Just like I love that because that's what it was. I always enjoyed the reactions to like the new stuff in Overwatch, and I'm sure like everybody's excited for that, right?
Yep.
Like I'm pumped and I can't wait, and I'm ready for. I'm just ready.
I'm ready to.
You know,
I'm ready. I wasn't even going to stream today. I had some stuff I needed to do today, and I was like, I need to turn my stream on right now.
Oh, I had to talk, yeah. But yeah,
I'm ready.
it's great. I'm excited. I said it again. I'm excited.
But you're actually excited now.
Yeah, I know, but like, I think I've said that 100 times.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, okay, you got to pass because this is the first time we've got a chance to be excited about some real stuff in a long, long, long time.
Yeah.
If you haven't spammed already, keep spamming a chat. Keep trying to get in. If you haven't already, a lot of people are getting in. Keep trying because
Yep.
you
Keep
will
trying to
get in. You
And I'll
will
catch
get
up
in.
on alerts here in a bit. I'm sorry. I'll catch up in a minute. Yeah. A lot of people are saying they're getting the confirmation that they signed
Like
up
an
for
email?
it. So they're just saying they're getting confirmation.
Okay.
I don't know if they get an email or not, but I think what does it say? Jack, can somebody copy and paste what it says when you sign up? I'm curious now. Like, what does it say?
It just says it, right? I'm pretty sure it just said it.
It says thanks for signing up, and then their username. Oh my god, this is
Get in like flat
well, now we know
steps in
everyone's
a hole.
username.
well, there's everybody's usernames.
Yeah, I love people that are going, thank you for signing up, username.
Yeah, you could have just said username. They're copy and paste the whole thing. All right,
Yeah.
well, there we go.
They're still sitting on the screen. They're actually just staring at it, like, just cherishing it, like, yes, finally. Also, I love that this tweet has almost 50,000 likes and 8,000 quoted retweets in, what, 2 hours?
I mean, I said it earlier, right? People have people have always enjoyed playing Overwatch. Like it's just a lot of it too is when there's like new stuff coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like a lot of games now they have new stuff that comes out like every few months, and it's exciting, right? People enjoy playing Overwatch. It's just there hasn't been too much stuff, and a lot of like the meta, the stuff in the game have kind of a lot of the time when there was new meta, like new patches, new heroes, new maps, things could shift a bit just off of that alone, right? And one thing I'm excited for, this is completely random. But when Overwatch 2 when Overwatch stopped kind of really updating, it was also around the time they updated the what they use as the experimental card. But one thing before, this is one thing I'm excited for because we haven't even get to see this in use yet. We've seen it in use, but with the example I'm making, is that when Overwatch 2 comes out, they can do balance changes much quicker. And what I mean by that is before they would have to wait on verification from like, Microsoft, Sony, etc., to put their patches out with updates. So we didn't see them as much. Now they could be like, okay, you know what? We can update this right now with that experimental like patch they have because that puts it live in the game as like a hot fix, not a patch.
Right.
That to me is I'm really it's gonna be really cool to see how that works once that like Overwatch 2 is live and you have those things because that wasn't really a thing at the initial part.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
Yeah.
Man, I'm
also completely random. I'm excited to see the hero rework on Orisa too, because every single time, whether it was last year when they were showing us the PvP live stream with the OWL players, Orisa was not able to be picked.
Yeah, I wonder because to be honest with you, as someone who's forced to play a lot of Orisa, I mean you do too, to be honest with you, but
I play a lot of Orisa. Yeah.
Someone who's forced to play Orisa,
Yep.
It's kind of awful right now live. So yeah, I'm kind of.
I mean, it's the play style a bit sometimes. I think that can be a part of that, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah. You said a new ping system? Is that referring to like networking? No, that's like in game. You can ping a location of where people are at or where you want to go. That's another example. There's times where people are like, hey, let's go high ground, and people will go different ways to get there.
Yep.
Now you can ping where you want to go. You can like if you're like say you're in game and you're like in game leading, and maybe someone's out of voice, right? Now you can ping that location you want to go to. You don't have to type in the chat. You just ping where you want to go, and people can kind of have an understanding of where you're going to be moving as a team.
Yep.
Whether or not they follow,
Yeah. That's a different story, but at least you can convey the information. Yeah. But
exactly,
I see a lot of people spamming. They've been spamming the refresh, and it's working for them. So if you haven't been spamming refresh on the sign up, do that, and you don't get an email confirmation. It says it on the thing that you're signed up. So if you're looking for an email confirmation, you're never gonna find one.
Yep. Just when you sign up. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it too, man. So where do we go for here?
Not sure. You know what? We should do more of this.
Just like talking about stuff.
Talking about Overwatch
So hyped
when we
for
have
this.
like
Me
new
and
stuff.
the boys are
Yeah.
so ready.
Because I think, you know, obviously we've had some other stuff we've done, right? When we did like the Shock Co streams. Obviously we did the Jeff and Jeff, like a bunch of different stuff. Like we should do like do more of this.
I'm down. I'm
I
down.
like this. And bring more people on too.
Chat, give us a 1 if you enjoy. Give us 2 if you're like, meh, wasn't too excited.
3 if you want to type a number. You always gotta have that.
3 if you want to type a number, yeah. Oh, there's a 3. Crap. Leave it to crap, honestly.
Yeah.
Any 4s get banned. Ban the 4s.
Okay, I see one.
If you have a 4 in it, you just get banned. Yep. See, there goes
Okay,
1.
there's too many now, so yeah, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not our job. Mods do it. You guys have to hunt down every single 4. Oh, that's a mod with 4? Okay, other mods?
Yeah.
You guys gotta cannibalize them. Take them down.
Yeah.
Oh, 2. All right, hey. Mods, you're supposed to set an example. Stop!
Yeah, the mods.
No,
are
this is why we can't have any order here, because that's you guys. You guys do this. Anyways. Well, I think that's a good place for me to call it.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm gonna call it there. I still have things I actually need to do today.
Okay.
But I wanted to hop on stream beforehand.
Yeah.
So chat, if you haven't already, make sure you start spamming on to sign up for the thing for the beta.
Yep.
I'm sure there's not gonna be a lot of slots, so you gotta go fast.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are gonna be some of the first movers. So be quick.
Yep.
Quick.
Yep. All right.
Any closing thoughts?
Well, I will. You know what? Closing thoughts. I don't think there's any other way to explain how I'm feeling about this outside of chat.
Excited.
Let me know what I'm about to say here. What is the way I'm describing?
Any primers in chat? Yes. If you've been excited for this news and you have a Prime sub, now is your time.
Oh, we forgot about that.
Here's your time to click.
Prime sub. Yep, there it is. Okay. There we go, chat. I'm excited. That's my closing thoughts. I'm excited, all right?
I'm excited. I like it.
All right.
That's a good way to end it.
There we go.
All right.
I didn't
I gotta go. I'm gonna catch up on.
Sounds good.
I'll see you.
See you, dude.
See you later.
Later.